Hi everyone. As part of today's session, I will cover data structure in Python and types of data structures, and I will try to cover one data structure list. Okay. So, what is data structure? Data structure is is a way of organizing, storing, and managing data so that it can be assessed and modified effectively. Means data structure is a way of managing the data means mm yeah, in last session I covered variable, right? So variable stores single value, either it is integer or string or boolean. If you try to assign more values, it will override, but it will not store more than one value. So data structure is used to handle more than one value in single variable. Okay. um, so we can store, we can delete, we can manipulate, we can change, we can sort. So handling uh, multiple values or huge data. uh, so Python provides data structure. So there are mainly two types of data structure: build built-in data structure and user-defined data structure. So built-in data structures are provided by Python. So examples are list, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay, and user-defined data structure where Python will not provide built-in data structure. Use programmer will create the data structure as per the requirement. Program means as per programmer's requirement, he will create and he will use the data structure. Okay, so first I will start with the built-in data structure. So built-in data structure is provided by Python. Okay, so we have a list, tuple, set, and dictionary type of data structure in under built-in data structure. Okay. So list is uh, where we can add a sequence of data. So list is used to store heterogeneous items like we can store under list, right? We can store integers, string, boolean. So it allows any type of data, any data types. That is called heterogeneous. That is why we call list is a heterogeneous. Okay. uh, tuple tuple is also similar to list, but it will not allow heterogeneous objects. Like if we assign tuple with integer values, we can't assign same tuple with boolean or string or float. So we it allows same data type. Tuple allows same data type, similar to list, but only difference is list allows any type of data type, but tuple allows similar data types. Okay, and set is also set is which doesn't allow duplicates. In case of tuple and list, right, we can add duplicate elements, but set does not allow duplicate elements. So that is the difference. And dictionary means we can store the values in key value pair. Okay, so I will explain all of these in later sessions. First, I will cover in today's session, right? I will cover list. So let me go to list. So list is used to store multiple values in single variable. Okay. So list are ordered and mutable. Mutable means you can change list values. um, and contain element of different data types. As I mentioned, list allows, irrespective of any data type, it allows. If you see this example, I sorry. So fruit is this is how we declare and assign values to list. Fruits is a list name, equal to, and in square bracket we have to provide the list items. So if you are providing string value, then you have to provide it in double quote. um, so I added three string values: apple, orange, and mango in fruits list. But you can add a boolean value or numeric value as well. It allows. Okay. And these are the methods where we can perform on list. Append is used to add element to the list. Okay, it will add the append method will add items at the end of the list. Okay. And we can if you want to add elements in between, then you have to provide the index, and insert method is used to add element at specific position. Like uh, append is used to add the element at the end of the list. Using insert, we can add in between the list items by providing position. Okay. And remove method is used to remove specific item from the list. So you have to provide which item you want to remove as a parameter, and remove method will remove that item from the list. Pop method is used to remove item from the last. So it will not take any parameter. Pop method, it will uh, remove the item from the last position of the list. Okay. And if you don't know the item name, but if you know the index, then delete method is used to delete the item from list using index. Okay. If you know the index, but if you don't know list item name, then you can go for delete method, del fruit, and you have to provide the index. List name in square bracket, provide the index, and delete method will remove list item from specific index. Okay. And index, yes. So if you want to know index of particular item, you know the item name. For example, in fruits, right? We have apple, orange, mango. So I know mango is exist in fruit. I want to know what is the index of mango. Then using the index method, you can find the index of that particular item. Sort method is used to sort the list, and reverse method is used to reverse the list, and count method is used to count uh, number of occurrences of particular element. As I mentioned, right, list allows duplicates. So you can add same element multiple times, and if you want to know that particular element is how many times it repeated in this list, you can use count method and provide the list item in the parameter, and it will return count how many times particular element is repeated in the list. Okay. So let me explain all these methods with practical examples. Okay. So to save time, I have written the program in advance. So in first line, right, I this is how we have to declare and initialize uh, list. So you have to provide list name equal to, in square bracket you have, if you are using square bracket, means Python will understand user is initializing uh, list. Okay, list data structure. And either you can add the elements, or you can just open and close square bracket, also fine. Later you can, using append or insert method, you can add later also. So in this example, I initialized fruit list with apple, orange, and mango. Okay. So I have executed this program as well. So this is what it returned: list items. First, the line number 3 is printed, right? So I this is how so it printed all the list items, whatever I initialized here at line number 1. Okay. And if you want to, if you don't want to print or don't want all list items, you want only first element, or based on index, if you want a particular item, then you can provide the list name in square bracket, provide the index. So index starts with 0. So apple is at 0th index, orange is at first index, mango is at second index. So index starts with 0. So if you provide index as 0, means first item in means the 0th index value is apple. So first item in list is apple, right? So here first item in list is apple. Apple is printed. Okay. So using append method, we can add element to the list. So it will be added at the end. Okay. So list is currently having apple, orange, mango. I want to add grape at the end after mango. Then you can go for append method. So using append method, I added new item, that is grape, in the list. So at line number 7, I am printing after appending grapes, what is the latest list. So after appending grapes, right? Grape is added at last. So using append method, we can add element to the list, and the newly added item will be appended at the end of the list. Okay. So next method is insert. So insert is also used to add the element to the list, but it will not add you using insert. You can add element at particular position. So append method will always add the element at the end, but if you want to insert elements on particular index, then you can go for index method. So index method takes two parameters. First parameter is index where you want to add the uh, element, and second index is element. Okay. So I want to add index at 0th index, uh, and the value of item is kiwi. So at line number 10, I am printing after insert, right? Line number 10 is the latest fruit list. And if you see, after inserting kiwi at the index 0, kiwi is added at first position, means 0th index. And all the remaining elements, right? Those are moved one position ahead of kiwi. So those are adjusted. This is how you can, using insert method, you can add a particular element at particular position. Okay. So next method is remove. If you know the uh, list item, and if you want to remove that item from the list, then you can go for remove method of list. And you have to, it takes one parameter, which element you want to remove from the list, you have to provide that as a parameter, and remove method will remove that item from the list. So at line number 13, I am printing at line number 12, I am calling remove method, and I am removing orange from list. And line number 13, I'm printing the list where orange, after removal of orange. So orange should not exist in the list. So if you see this one, orange is not there, orange is removed. So remove method, I have removed it. Okay. So next method is pop method. Using pop method, you can remove item from the end. So this is the latest list items, right? So item at the last is grape. So if you want to remove the item from last position, you can go for pop. And after execution of pop, grapes will be removed because grape is at the end of the list. So you can see, after removing last item, grape, this is the latest list where grape is not exist. So it pop method removed last item. Okay. So next method is delete method. Using delete method, you can delete the items from list using index. Okay. So at line number 18, I am calling, I am using del, means this is how you can delete item from using index. Okay. So this is the latest list, right? Kiwi, apple, mango. If I provide 2, means index starts with 0. So kiwi is at 0th index, apple is at first index, mango is at second index. Okay, so if this line executes, it will remove from list because mango is at index 2. Okay, and line number 19, I am printing the list, and you can see mango is removed from the list. So list values after deleting index item at index 2, that is mango. So I'm unable to see mango because delete method have deleted it. Okay. So next method is index. So if you want to know how many times if you want to know how many if you want to know index of particular element from list, then you can go for, if using index method, you can get the index of particular element in the list. So currently kiwi and apple are in the list, right? So I want to know index of apple. Then you can provide, you can using index method and provide the element, and it will return the index. So index is at first, so kiwi is at 0th index, apple is at first index. So index of apple is 1. Okay. And next method is sorted. Sorted method is used to sort elements in the list. So if it is um, if list is having alpha text values, then it will text items, then or strings, then it will sort based on alphabetical order. If it have numeric values, then it will sort numerical order. Okay. And we can sort ascending and descending order. Okay. If you provide sorted, it will sort uh, if you provide sorted and provide list as a parameter, then it will by default it will sort in ascending order. But if you want to sort in descending order, then you have to provide one more parameter, that is reverse equal to true. Then it will sort in reverse order, means descending order. And you can see list items in ascending order apple and kiwi, and descending order is kiwi and apple. So using sorted method, we can sort the list items. And this is just one more to retrieve list items, right? We can use for loop as well. In further session, I will explain for loop in detail, but Python provides for loop where we can iterate through list items. So what happens, for and item, you have to provide some variable here, and in fruits is a list. So currently fruit is having two values, right? Apple and kiwi. So each value, each iteration each element will be assigned to fruit in first iteration, right, of kiwi will be assigned to item, and I am printing kiwi. In next iteration, fruit sorry apple will be assigned to item, and last line, line number 29, I am printing it. So using for loop we can iterate through list items. So I covered most of the functions of list, and how what is the purpose of list, also. Mm, that's it from today's session. Thank you all. Bye.